That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
He vatored! He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Yes, please clap indeed.
Clap
it's
fair,
mandatory.
clap gayer. It's June. Do it right.
All you mods, you see anyone in the chat not clapping, please time them out. Thank you.
And you better be wearing the ribbon.
Mom, see, Mama Badger, she can stay. Anyone else not clapping? Valiant Goat, you can stay. Everyone else, we're timing out. I said it. And speaking of timing out, I can't do the freezing camera. You guys are going to have to deal with no face cam for a couple weeks or 3. But I'm working on it, I swear. Occasionally, if need be, I will come back to the camera. Give it one of those when need be. Or when my internet works. Oh, see, I got about 10 seconds of working internet.
Poor bastard. What's going on? It feels weird to be with a dirty no camera. I don't know.
Gross.
I can't tell. It's like they're nebulous. You can never tell when they're looking, what they're doing. What you got to hide? I turned into J. Jonah Jameson. I never trust a YouTuber that doesn't. They show their face. They got something to hide. That
I'm just
pesky Irwin.
I'm just excited about not having to wear pants now.
Yeah, that is really the best part. Who says I'm wearing pants? Just don't make me stand up. It's a hand washing emoji.
Whip it out. No, wait, that was what, the $150?
Yeah, I would say that's an entirely different show. Yeah. Bly is now our representation. I thought it was Leon, fully transitioned. Shout out Hondo. Uh-oh, what are you doing back there? Oh.
I'm saying you'll still get plenty of face cam, I promise.
Dear God, leave the figures alone. Speaking of gay representation, Great Deadpoolio for 2. The best Latinx is here, but busy fighting Reapers. Yes, he is replaying the Mass Effect series.
I would like to do that eventually.
Oh, it's so good.
I beat.
So good.
I found the star map on Kashyyyk. I'm on to Manon or Naman or whatever.
So you found Jolie Bindu.
Oh yes, I killed those dirty white slavers.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. I hope he's your favorite Jedi, even though there were no black Jedi before Disney took over.
He's a man. I only have women in my party. Thank you very much. Literally, I had to decide whether or not I did him or the Wayman. I literally went with the Wayman just because, I already had her leveled up and stuff, but also I was like, I like my girl squad. Yes, I'm gay. I know. I'm aware, guys.
I'm just going to tell you that the Jolie Bindo and Juhani
scissoring
goated group. No. She's lesbian, remember?
Yeah.
Black man lesbian. Get your DEI right.
They both have double-sided lightsabers as well.
Just don't turn them on mid-coitus. It does gets special. Oh my God.
I do occasionally shout ass to ass, and then I do that at them.
Because I don't think. Do you have any stories talking about Acolyte, or is it we just going to wait until someone brings it up? Because I was watching Geeks and Gamers in the morning, and if what Gary's insider said is true.
Oh, I didn't even catch it. Hold on. Is this his insider?
I think they should call it gay retards in space.
There you go.
Right? Yes. Again, I think I told you before. Like, remember when I was saying that they really it's going to be worse than you think, and just like Doctor Who. Just like Doctor Who, right? Nurse whatever we're calling it. Everyone's like, I don't care. And then hello, Maestro shows up, and all of a sudden we say they care.
Oh, we will also, after this, be talking about just how bad that Doctor Who episode was. The reason I didn't understand some of it was because there was secret racism in that I didn't understand.
Oh, my God. The Mama Badger for 5, add to Irwin's internet repair fund. I wanted you to turn that camera on. I want to see on that memo note 5G internet. Just like Az had the house funds, you must have the 5G. Censored.
Do you guys catch any of that? I will say the last stream got demonetized. I'm wondering why.
You said
Probably
something
Ryan.
about you said something about the Star Wars Persians, and they didn't like that. No,
Oh yeah. Oh
If-
yeah. You and your trees.
if Gary's insider is correct, the source of the Force-sensitive twins in the Whack-A-Lite is fucking lesbian witch immaculate conception scissoring. They did it.
Yes.
Fucking lesbian Wi-Fi sex, where somehow through the Force they scissored together and made twins. And yes, that would mean that Yas Queen.
Yes.
That she is, of course, the regal leader of a coven of Force witches, and she is the lesbiana. She is lesbiana. Yeah.
Force, see you next Tuesday.
Fucking
Is what I prefer.
Force immaculate conception, thus invalidating
Space
the
Jesus.
immaculate conception of Anakin, not the Anakin that blew up the Death Star. You son of a bitch! Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. By the way, that's copy. I want that copyright. I said it first. Immaculate Force scissoring. Isn't that great? Yeah, depending if she got consent. I don't think she did.
So I assume they're evil-ish. So wait, now you're hiding too?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I don't want you to see my anger. I hate it. They're gonna get me so bad. It's not. And by the way,
So
Alan Ing, when he said he was on the floor crying, that was the 4th episode. Come back, so we can sing together.
I said that at one bar.
Oh, you froze. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. R.I.P. his internet. But okay, Graph Web. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Unfortunately, though, we're all going to watch this. Pirate it, sail the high seas. I don't know. I have to watch it though. I must witness, much like the old preacher at the end of Kingdom Come. Spectre has floated in naked with just a green cape, no Speedo, and he's going to guide me to see the end times of Star Wars. And we are upon it. It is upon us.
To see it, I'm paying $2 a month, and that's about $20 too much.
Leslie, here, there you go. Graph Web, ironically, just paid for your Disney Plus. Oh, sorry. Emotional damage.
No, if you guys have any good ideas for where I could donate money to make up for my moral transgressions, I'd really like to pay my way out of my moral transgressions. Thank you.
In the year 2000, Disney will buy Star Wars. They will make 3 sequels. It will not have Han, Luke, and Leia together in a scene. In the year 2000, I think we owe NBC like $20,000 doing that bit. Even Conan had to leave it behind. I'm calling him Conan.
You guys got me calling Conan the Barbarian. Makes me feel awfully nerdy. Do it, yes.
In the year 2000, Disney will make everyone lame and gay. In the year 2000. All right, stop. I'm sorry.
I have 2 Force mommies.
Oh my God. If they really, it's not confirmed. It was an insider from Gary, Giggity.
Of Gary, yes.
But his insiders are normally, he doesn't just spew them out, some rando on the twats like.
He doesn't just spew them out.
It's June. Come on, people. Stay with the gay jokes here. Yeah.
You get monkeypox.
You're not getting my money. Not getting my money. You can get Irwin's here. Give him some money, Irwin.
You can have my monkeypox.
All right.
In another timeline.
Let's get into some topics while I cope and seethe internally.
Hey,
Dear God, how am I going to make it this month?
You had Godzilla -1 to console you.
Yes. And I'm going to pull it like a U with the Blazing Saddles. I don't get it. I don't get the hype. What's this thing? No, I liked it. Don't worry. Something I also like, I didn't hate, didn't exactly like, but we're getting more of it whether you like it or not, is ironically, we are getting a Prey sequel apparently, but we are getting a new movie, a sequel movie.
Prey,
it's not actually a sequel. Yeah. Ellie Fanning, because that's all we have are sequels, or a saga. It's a Prey saga. Same writer, same director. You see that's an in-joke.
Unlike Furiosa, there is going to be another one allegedly.
Yeah, that's turning into a whole cultural moment of people not understanding what happened. So she's going to star because we can only have female protagonists. I hope you understand that now. Only female protagonists. She better be gay. Hopefully lame.
I will say she is not only white, she's incredibly white.
Yeah, no, that's where's the diversity?
I'm a fan personally. I like me a fair skinned princess personally. I mean, some people might be into the bald black women.
Well, you're a white
but
supremacist.
I
Confirmed.
prefer Elle Fanning. I know I went there. I'm sorry.
Supremacist, and you work for someone who leads the bigot army, so jury's not out on you. As for a sequel to Prey, still getting it in early development, but Amber Midthunder is coming back because if you remember, she gets like
Fanning
the gun.
can get it.
She gets, yeah, you ain't wrong. Both of them can. With peace and love. But either way, you're getting two girls coming back to fight the evil patriarchy of the
Two
Predators.
girls, one predator.
Now that is a movie. Where's the Axel Braun when you need him? Where?
And Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, Sydney. Pandering intensifies. That's all we got. That's all we got. Not diverse enough. If she isn't, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, white women isn't enough. Sorry, Lady Aaron D. You are not diverse enough for Hollywood anymore.
Yeah, that's how Mai and Osha will be made in the Acolytes. The regal Force witches all hum and commune together as they force Fook and Scissor, and that makes them. And that obviously means that the Force did not immaculately conceive Anakin. Shmi was just getting some slave sex with another lesbiana, and that's how Anakin was made. Congratulations, Anakin. You're a scissor baby. Hashtag scissor baby.
I want to interrupt and derail really hard right now.
Dear
Why
God,
the
please.
hell, when Anakin shows up and finds her, he can finally like save her from her slavery. She just decides like, oh, guess I'll die right now.
Yeah, after she had been beaten and raped horribly by the Sand People.
She made it, and then as soon as it's like, oh, hey, I'm saved, why does she just suddenly decide I'm going to die now?
Well, that's the Force.
Am I
and that just
Am I
means
crazy?
like the Force is a bitch, and apparently we are getting confirmation that the Force is female, so she's also a see you next Tuesday. And it's like, oh, you got your mom? Dead. Thanks, Force.
Okay,
real great mystical energy Force.
So
yeah.
So my buddy, he's trying to watch the first 5 Star Wars, so we can watch that Last Jedi. I mean, Return of the Jedi. So
yeah.
He was calling to complain. I may have said he can't exactly read very well. He's not always the best with technology either. And he told me he tried to watch it and they were speaking some weird alien language and that it was showing me it in English, showing him in English subtitles, and occasionally they would speak English. And he claimed he went to the subtitles and stuff and like made everything English. And then I went on and checked and it was fine. And then he texted me, he's like, it's cool. So his PlayStation, I think, is haunted. Also, I don't know what he did, but he thought it was in an alien language.
Well, I mean, and just to be clear, there's no English in the Star Wars universe. It's all called basic, like literally basic. BASIC. C is their like over universal 30,000. Like, yeah, to us it's English, but that's their overall language. So if you hear them speaking like Hutzies,
it's not English. It's American. Yeah. Thank you very much. The correct form is English. Bly.
English Americana. Yeah, no, I like when they speak like Hutzies, like Chut Wado, me Bushko Desh me Skywalker. And he's like, what? Little Lenny? Oh, I don't want to get you demonetized again with space Persians.
As we recently learned, Amandala's name is some kind of like African religious name that means some nonsense.
I will point out the best part of Daily also was Gary going to that same fucking shit that old people do. I don't like midichlorians. It ruins everything. And Ryan's like, what does it ruin? And Gary's like, it ruins the mysticism. And Ryan's like, how? All it is a metric to explain how you communes. You still doesn't explain what the Force is, how Force powers were. And he's like, I don't like it. And that's like, okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's going to be, yeah. Sorry, he spelled it right. You got it. It's like the
Lizzo,
Mandarin.
Lizzo's
like,
race.
Oh my God.
Remember when Lizzo and Jack Black were in Star Wars?
Yeah, no, it was Gary on the morning. That was all because Jon Favreau saw his kids talking about Lizzo and Baby Yoda and thought it was a good idea to put them on a thing. Something else someone thought was a good idea.
Putting space TikTok challenges into.
be a TikTok challenge to finish this fucking season too. The very correctly smart original actor for Adar left after that shit show of a first season. I sound more angry about Rings of Power than I do. It's all misplaced anger from Star Wars. I hope you understand.
As soon as I finish House of the Dragon, I have to watch Rings of Power season 1.
Oh my god, that's the other thing. The night and day difference. That's what he looks like now. That's the story. The night and day difference. Yeah, he was way better in Benjamin Stark as a Benjamin Stark in Game of Thrones. Below his exactly. The stark difference, no pun intended, between House of the Dragon, a little intended, and Rings of Power. Man. Yeah. Bro, that's what I did. I hate watched it so that when they made fun of it on FNT, I would like understand the jokes and shit and just how bad it was. The fucking biggest one is they took our gerbs when it's like it was one elf. It was Galadriel, and all of a sudden they're mad. It was hilarious. Yeah.
So
guess what? They got 3 fucking more seasons and the production deal.
I just want to point something out. Between those 2 shows, Rings of Power and House of the Dragon, one had dragons and did really well. One didn't have dragons and did terribly. I said it. Mm-hmm. Dragons make everything better.
You weren't wrong. And the white orcs that couldn't go out in the sun or they would be burned. Yeah. They took our jabs. They did it. Like, instead, took our jabs. That's why they can't go out in the sun.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Like, after watching some Doctor Who and then doing the Disparu rewatch, and we're going to discuss it here soon, I understand why so many of these people that we watched decided to stop covering Hollywood and watching this shit and do video games instead. It's brain rotting. I
know. And Gary, when he said it, he's like, he doesn't understand why people are still holding on. Like, he's given up on Doctor Who. He's let go, which I guess he had. That's fine.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
I can't. The Force, Star Wars was my first. It was my first. My first everything. I can't let that one go. I
pop your nerd cherry.
Yeah. Like, if you were to go back in time and what would fuck over his character the most? You could go back. You could kill anyone in my life. You could do anything. Stop me from watching Star Wars. It would fundamentally change me. I can't let go. That's why. And plus, if we let it go to
that's
them,
Alex Jones for me.
If we let it go to them, I can't give up that tower. I'll be the last motherfucker. No. Throw my lightsaber away like Luke. I'll never give in to you. Yeah. No, I can't do it. And shout out to Mama Badger, who took me 2 weeks early to see The Phantom Menace because she worked at Fox Studios at the time. And even though they all hated it because they're adults and it was made for kids. There, I said it. No, I liked it. I thought it was dope. I was 13.
Ooh. Not a space opera for some kids.
Yeah, but that's the other thing. Politics didn't bother me. And as an adult, I liked the politics in it even more. I'm like, God damn, that was an impressive. Did you see how he totally finessed getting emergency powers granted to him? Sucker ass Jar Jar. I know, granted, that's the second one, but he sets it all up in the first. Anyway.
I think I just was confused by Queen Amidala's hair and makeup most of the time.
John, and I could take her back. I could bring her in the shower. I could scrub her up. I can get that surgery that tightens everything up down there. I could take her to church and have her baptized. We could bring
Badger
her back.
can fix her.
I can fix her. My acolyte review is going to be just me in the shower crying with fucking crying game music in the background. No,
I give it.
Make it through.
I give it 1 crying in the shower out of 10.
Bro, it's the 4th episode that apparently is the one that broke Alan, because I think Alan said by the 3rd one, this is what's going to make a lot of people check out, and by the 4th one, he said he was on the ground. Like,
I'm worried about tomorrow because we got the double feature. At least all the other weeks we only have to do 1 of these. Tomorrow we're about to do 2. I'm probably gonna have to take a walk between them. You're probably gonna have to go punch something in between them.
By the way, is this not haven't y'all seen Pretty Woman? This is he didn't take her to church, but maybe after the sequel movie.
So what you're saying is you wouldn't kiss Star Wars on the mouth, though, even if you did fix it.
When it comes to Star Wars, I am Jesus Christ. All you need do is but say the words, and you shall be forgiven and welcome back into my bosom. But until then, you're gonna be in purgatory.
Craftweb, you're not my boss.
Where everyone sails the high seas.
You are, damn it.
Yeah, no, GraphWeb will live forever in my outro. Wash, yes, we'll wash the dirt of DEI and LGBTQIA2IS plus.
Do you think we will see all the white servants of the black non-binary lesbian space witches? Do you think all the white supplicants will wash their feet at one point?
I sure hope so. I mean, just based on that, girl, you knew the answer to that before you even typed it out.
I mean, I knew enough to make the joke about it. I don't think I've seen it all. No, I would have been too young to see it.
Okay,
but snapping, does like the on her finger. That like what an asshole move. I said it. Well, but I mean, hey, when you're buying a nice necklace or whatever for a whore, I guess you can snap her fingers with the jewelry box.
I
did. Hey, I did
all the wrong reasons. Can't wait.
We do have a Bad Boys review today. Okay. Thank you very much.
I always say I don't have anything, and then we'll get to you, and then I monopolize your show. I'm sorry.
We're 21 minutes in. Oh, well, while I don't have cameras, you feel free to monopolize all you please.
Good. And to that end, because
it gives me a chance to pick up all the $100 bills everywhere.
Even though it's a sequel to something, it's in the comics, and it's something good, so I guess it's a 50-50. But, Gotham by Gaslight sequel? Kryptonian Age? Same people? Sequel? Maybe? I don't know. Probably gonna be shit. But let's see. Looks good.
Mostly it. So this is comic
graphic novel?
Okay, because they said that they were bringing the Elseworlds back, which I love. I literally just got like 3 Elseworlds today.
Because I think they realized that it hasn't been ruined yet, and they can still make money. So there's Catwoman. She looks white. This is in the Victorian age, so diversity, equity, and inclusion standards had not yet been pushed. But what has been pushed is a 20 from Clinton House. I don't know why I started talking like an old school radio DJ.
I turned my back on Clinton. He just like does one of these to me.
He's like a snow leopard. Add hackers to your list. Oh, Mr. Tech Rat might be coming. That's one of his favorite movies. Angelina Jolie. Wow. Erwin Add Hackers to your list. It's from 1995, and it's hilarious in today's. It is fucking hilarious, especially when you know they didn't know shit about technology in 95. So, like, the things that they say they're doing, it's a very 90s movie, but it's fun. Before that term got co-opted, it's fun.
We'll call it 50 today. I'll add hackers. I would really like to get Lethal Weapon watched, because after watching Predator 2 and then watching like Bad Boys and Heat and stuff, I need some Lethal Weapon in my life, I believe.
I don't think anyone here is going to disagree when we say, please, dear God, watch Lethal Weapons. I co-sign all 4 of them.
I'm working on it.
I co-sign all 4 of them.
All right, yeah, we are like $22 away. I will watch Hackers.
It's on the
list. It is on the list, absolutely.
Because the chat is delayed 10 seconds, when you say something that might be polarizing, you have to then wait and brace. But I don't think co-signing and saying all 4 of them are good, while obviously some are better, is bad. But some people might say, no, fuck you, just 1 through 3.
I see an Elseworlds and I buy me some Elseworlds. Oh, God, my internet's second again.
Yes.
Also,
one of my first comics, Batman
crossover. Any Batman crossover purchase.
First.
I might have a problem. Also, Badger, I think you might need to slow down a little bit, buddy.
No.
I'm a little bit worried about you.
No, I
was going to say it in a DM, but no, let's go ahead and do a little public.
My NECA shelf is now complete because I had RoboCop, Terminator, and Commando, which I found out is a $300 figure now.
So you're going to chill a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Alien and Predator to go with it, because you can't have Alien and Predator without the Terminator and RoboCop.
I understand, but also I'm not like Nick or Sheeta's shitty friends. I actually care about you.
Oh my God! Well, thank you for calling me out on the figures and not the copious amounts of kung fu powder we're always doing together. No, I kid.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is addictive as fuck. I just bought these today. You might see I got another Berserk as well yesterday. I have a problem, guys.
Thankfully, I surround myself by enablers. I was over in the McFarlane subreddit.
I'm happy to enable you, but when it gets a little too much,
here you're gonna have to hold while I get them.
When I get too jealous of how much stuff you're getting every day.
That's what it really is, you Jezebel. That's what it really is. By the way, Alec,
Obi-Wan on you.
that's the only reason I haven't just been buying firearms is because I'm in Cali. So I've got what's necessary, but there's no point in me wasting money on an AR platform here when I'd have to have some June gamer word bump stock or weird grips where I can't. Yeah. That's fine. But I will be gun rich one day. And until then, NECAs.
Yeah.
Speaking,
I do have home defense. I do also have another gun as well. Wait, I'm vamping? Why? Oh my God. If it's, I just said I was worried about him having a problem. Is he getting a package? What's he getting right now? My internet's sucking. All right, we're getting to. We're the worst. Everyone, go watch something else. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. If there's anything more important than my ego on this ship, I want to cut and shut right now. Hey, come on.
Sad. Okay, so of course,
sorry, it's been too long.
I had to go with Predator.
I was a little jealous, I must say. And then your Back to the Future car, also a little.
Yeah, but that was $17.
I know, that's wild, dude. Okay. And that Batman, that $80 Batman figure, or whatever.
Don't make me grab all my toys.
I'm buying
It's
it
on Twitter.
Well, normally I'm the one that grabs all the toys and stuff, so I can't currently do it. We need you. Tag, you're it.
Hypnotics. Everyone here is gay. You're goddamn right. At least for June. At least for June.
Dude, we're gonna talk about it. What the fuck? No.
Shout out.
All the mega corpos were supposed to go gay as fuck, and they didn't. How are we supposed to get views if we can't talk about the corpos purposely destroying themselves?
All right, here. I'll do what you're not supposed to do. Empty chair.
Yeah, do it. That is one nice thing about not having the camera. You can't tell when I'm constantly not in front of the screen. Yeah, dude, and it lights up. How the $17?
Oh, what's that? Doors open. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I saw a Tesla open like that the other day, and that was the first thing I thought was how fast you need to get it to time travel.
It's die cast, real rubber wheels. The lights up. Like I said, the doors open. They have one for each version of because even I didn't realize the small differences between the cars between the movies, like the obvious one in the Mr. Fusion. But like this has the wheels because they change them in the 50s after it's struck by lightning and the lightning blows out the tires. So the one from the second movie actually inverts and does the flying, and then this one has like the 50s wheels. Yeah, I know. We're
I thought it twice while you were talking. Twice I thought, oh my God, this is so nerdy.
I don't care. It's hyper nerdy.
I can't stand nerds.
So even I was like, it's pretty gay. It's all right though. If you can't be gay with your friends, who can you be gay? Right, Great Deadpoolio? It's your month.
I mean, if Hypno's gonna constantly call us gay, we might as well be.
I'm embracing the word. Okay, and real quick, because let's just finish this off, Giggity, and then what are you brought topic?
That's what I'm saying. That car is awesome, and I was so jealous. That's when I was like, okay, we have to make sure he slows down a little too bit. If you're not allowed to buy another cabinet or another shelf for 1 month at least. I
don't have space for another, especially since I got the plate carrier display. Giggity.
Oh yes, that one might get demonetized.
Okay. Speaking of demonetized, we knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, this is for the ladies. Shout out to Lady Aaron D.
I'll take it because this is for me too. I'll simp the shit out of Henry Cavill. But so this is a rumor from a fellow content creator. Shout out to Arch. But Arch has been right before, and much like Gary, he's got his own. Yeah, he's got his own insiders. So he explains right now the agreement in principle between Games Workshop and Amazon appears to be in effect. This means that a team at Amazon of writers is trying to write out a story that is going to be turned into Warhammer 40K television show. They have, I believe, a few more months on this deadline, and we've seen those deadlines expire for the project, and they have to hand it in, and then it either has to be greenlit or they have to have their writing date further postponed in the hope that they can produce something better further down the line, or the entire project will be shelved. Those are the three, and more and more based on money, it is looking like they are probably going with the shelving, but since nothing's actually been spent yet, and no writing staff has actually been hired, and the fact that if you look at the community for this, they're not happy, as they should be.
I feel like Fallout success, because I feel like it was successful. I feel like that would make them be like, maybe we should do some more Hammer.
Yeah, but you know what Fallout didn't do is they didn't retcon a bunch of their lore and then say, if you don't like it, get fucked, bigots. They didn't say that like the entire Brotherhood of Steel is now the Sisterhood of Steel. No, but get fucked, bigots definitely sounds like something they might say. They didn't go back and retcon a major thing.
Sounds like what I would put in one of Hypno's speech bubbles.
You know what? I give you free permission. Yeah, honestly, I'm happy. This is much like when we heard that Knights of the Old Republic remake was being it's still going, but it's not the same group. Embracer Group sold it. The point is, it's like they were just gonna fuck it up. They were just gonna fuck it up. Henry was not gonna have enough clout. Oh yeah,
because people were really excited that Henry is going to be able to make a good show, and I just kept. But Fallout was pretty. I enjoyed it all right.
They made the point that well, it's twofold. One, Henry might have pulled a Charmaine obeyed Chinoy and announced it maybe before he should have talked about it. And that,
similar to how Venom
didn't work out.
Never should have announced itself.
Yeah, honestly, that trailer did not put me off as much as everyone else. I was like, I saw maybe it was just the Bowie.
Oh, that's the music?
Yeah, it was just the music got me.
Yeah, that's a lot of trailers are like
Tom Hardy.
People seem to like Tom Hardy. I don't think he's that good.
I get it. There are certain people that I'll watch just for them, and I don't know. That's not necessarily a movie star in the sense that like it's not a Tom Hardy. Well, it's a Tom Hardy movie, but I'm not going. I don't know. Yeah, I would go just because I like his personality, even if he's not particularly the best interpretation of Eddie Brock.
It's a little. They're definitely leaning into the silliness. That's for sure.
But I don't mind. I think it's interesting that he does the voice of Venom too. The symbiote.
I'd wondered about that. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, he was Bane, right?
Yeah.
So
in
he can
the
do some
Nolan
villain voices.
Yeah. Well, he famously mocked, and then they had to edit the shit out of that because no one could understand what he was saying in the original trailer for Bane, and then they made it
slightly more understandable. This may surprise you. I believe, 28 weeks later, I did see at the cheap movies back in the day.
Shout out. That second one I think is very good. A very early Jeremy Renner, like, oh man, either right before or right after Hurt Locker. So like he's a bit part in a scary movie. I think it was right before Hurt Locker came out and he really got prominence. But yeah, good shit.
Tomac!
Good shit, same thing.
Also, it turns out Tomac does genuinely want me to watch Bridge on the River Kwai.
Oh no, I thought it was a joke.
It was also slightly trolling. But Band of Brothers is getting watched at some point.
I got no fucking the Bane I want sounds like Antonio Banderas. I like the Bane from the animated where he's like Brazilian. Ironically, he's a big ass fucking tough like Sao Paulo. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they went with that weird fucking. He grew up in a cave. Why would he have an accent at all? I was molded by it.
Yeah, and like no one else talks like that in the cave.
Bro, no one else in that pit talk like. It would be funny if all the other people like talk like that, but Desi, Basura. It's funny when someone super chatted that on Geeks and Gamers and Jeremy's like, what is that? What's Desi Basura? What's that? I was like, bro, it's Dark Knight.
This is what I wanted.
Venom Knight,
the
God.
the king in black. Yeah, the king of the symbiotes with like a soul-stealing sword in the Gore the God Butcher or whatever it is in Thor: Love and Thunder. Like that's the sword he has or whatever. And
yeah, of course they ignore that.
Best part, he instead of having the weird little like symbiote monster in this Venom trailer, symbiote dragons. And as we all know, and 100% of us all completely agree, dragons make everything better. And he has giant wings that come out that are also like dragon wings, and he's basically symbiote Dracula. Give me this, please.
Yeah, I did think that. I like, and I think even Brian said it. For some reason, Venom saying human things like Jesus Christ and like that, it made me laugh. I don't know why. It probably shouldn't, but it got me. I normally roll my eyes at shit like that. Yeah, I hear about that Taboo with Tom Hardy. You know, it's like a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he like wins tournaments. He's won like 3 or 4 tournaments at this point, like factual fucking tournaments. It just makes me respect him so much more. You know, it's like the type of discipline, mental discipline, fuck the physical, mental discipline it takes to do that shit. Whew, it's impressive.
Dragons make everything better. I said it. Scientific evidence right
Wizard
here.
of Oz on crack.
But instead, we just get like random little monsters. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. Like something like Deadpool and Wolverine, you know, saw that trailer and I'm like, oh, I'm actually interested. I saw this trailer and I'm just like, oh, I never saw the second one. I'm not gonna bother to see the second one.
We've mentioned
it. I don't think I'm with my unlimited pass. I don't think I'm gonna see this.
Really?
I might, but I don't think so. I'm seeing Bad Boys this week.
Me. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, we've mentioned Reign of Fire, Matthew McConaughey, Gerald Butler, Christian Bale.
Yeah, my buddy also he also agrees dragons make everything better. So I was trying to ask if he'd seen Reign of Fire. And I don't think he had, which I was surprised, but he's like, yeah, this looks good. Like,
Reign of Fire and Dragonheart are the two like dragon movies that came out.
Like the cast is wild. I'm like, wait, they got these guys for a dragon movie?
Yeah, that goes without saying. If you're mentioning dragon, if you're mentioning one, the other one will inevitably be mentioned, just because it's fucking Sean Connery and Dennis Quaid. It's David Thewlis, and everyone's like, who the fuck is David Thewlis? He's from Harry Potter and from Kingdom of Heaven. He was Lupus Lupin. Anyway, and Dina Meyer, a young Dina Meyer, Diz from fucking Starship Troopers. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but this would have me a lot more hyped if we had this guy. I assume they just don't have the rights to it.
It would have me hyped if they had fucking Spider-Man in it, but they don't have the rights to it. But yeah,
that was why. Yeah, I assume. But like, he's from the Venom universe, so I figured they might potentially be able to.
And it did look like he had the same clothes from the end of No Way Home. Oh yeah, I saw this, but I did not watch it. I have no idea what this fucking is, except goddamn, they're still trying to make them happen. I mean, not that they're not a thing.
After you kill someone and you need someone to clean up the body, you call in that special person to clean up the body. George Clooney shows up and he's like, all right, I'm cleaning up the body. And then Brad Pitt shows up and he's like, I'm here to clean up the body. And then they're both like, wait, who are you? And they're like, I work alone. And then their bosses are like, well, now this is weird, but you guys are gonna have to work together. And so instead of being like a buddy cop, or I guess like buddy criminal in this situation where they're opposites, is the whole thing is they're really, really similar. So they're like butting heads while also like saying the same words as the other person. Like even in the trailer, they say the same stuff. It looks decent. It's yet another Apple TV that they're production that they're putting in theaters, which I think the last one was Beekeeper.
That's ballsy.
Or whatever the other one was I liked. Argyle?
That's ballsy.
No, Argyle was MGM, which is like Amazon now.
So I
think it must have been Beekeeper, yeah. But it failed. It failed miserably. And of course had way too high a budget, which one can only assume this will also have too high of a budget. But I mean, it was Clooney and Brad Pitt. I'm like, hey, this is actually cool. This is one, unlike Venom, I might see with the unlimited pass.
How much fucking budget can you need for two guys cleaning up a crime scene in a hotel room?
How much money laundering is possible?
That's true. Did they send some to you places? I almost said. Yeah, I don't know. Good for them. Surprised they're still there. There's a really good movie with Sam Jackson where he essentially does that. He cleans up crime scenes.
Well, I mean, and Apple's, I mean, they're getting big ass names. Like it's legit, and they're sending it to theaters. So it's more interesting just that, but it's
their TV shows are worth it.
Back in the day, if they were sending this to theater, it'd probably be a bit more lucrative than these days.
From dusk till dawn, I'll say it till death. Best George Clooney movie.
And I have seen that. I've seen a bunch of the Coen brothers.
Oh, you've seen Brother We're Out. Oh, Brother We're Out There, yeah.
Yeah. And then, No Country for Old Men and such.
And speaking of the wolf, he was in Harvey Keitel. He was in From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah. Well, if I was going to call him the Vulcan, but I don't think he likes when they make that joke.
I would never, ever dare say that. I care a lot about my Nagrinol, okay?
Yeah.
I would never harass
puts my Nagrinol in a corner. Not in this month. Gotta be real careful when you say that name.
You gotta say it slowly.
It's great too, but the homers, yeah. Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying on Oh Brother. Shout out.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that I probably shouldn't like, but I like because indie kid, artsy, hipsteriness. The Coen brothers do that sort of stuff pretty well.
Yeah, this is where it finds out that they're both like clones of the same person or some shit, and they accidentally or some dumb shit.
Well, in the trailer it has them on the phone, and the woman on the other line's all like, "Oh, you're gonna work together on this one." So it's just them butting heads and whatnot, and being like the exact same person. Dungeons and Dragons live action series not moving forward to Paramount Plus. Which good. The next one is after months of talks, Paramount and Skydance have reportedly agreed to a merger. They found some idiots to take on some debt for him.
Again, like all things could probably be fixed with just a couple
Dragons?
of normal dragon series. Yes. Star Trek The Next Dragoration, where not what you think, where everyone's drag queens, but they're actually dragons. Yeah, it would be great.
So I like Dungeons and Dragons. I was a dungeon master for like a year and a half or two.
Did you like this?
I was excited for it. That's what I'm getting to is I saw the first trailer and she 100% emasculates him while he's just all like cowering and doesn't know what to do. And she beats up all the guards. And I was just like, that is too much girl power for me.
No.
All interest in it.
She is written as the male role and he is written as the female role.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I never saw it, even though apparently it's actually pretty good.
I guess if you go into it with the right frame of mind and knowing that.
So I am really sick of all the strong woman nonsense.
By the way, this is the same thing. Shout out to the visionary director, Zack Snyder, who, of course, is getting another 300 series. This is what Rebel Moon was, where he just wrote the main female character as a man and wrote what would be traditionally a female love interest was the dude, the little farm dude. Yeah.
So basically, they're going to be shopping it around. Maybe someone wants it. Also, like, they're not working with the Baldur's Gate 3 people, which that was a big success, won like Game of the Year and such. So Hasbro is just like, fuck. They are just doing everything they can to destroy themselves. Just like all these companies. And I thought they'd be destroying themselves with all this Pride Month, but we are not getting as much of it as I was expecting, which we may need to skip to quickly. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Sadly, I didn't get these in good enough order. We're gonna have to start off with this. You
got to be careful with this one now.
I need a gifty right now where I'm clicking on this picture and enlarging it. I will do it. I am fucking crazy, people. Okay,
God,
I will.
Please.
I will do it. I'll do it. You ready?
They're too busy doing dragon puns of Star Trek because
Okay.
I said something.
Nearly half of millennials think misgendering should be a criminal offense. 44% of 25 to 34-year-olds.
Yeah, get ready.
This is what we're defending. I did it. I'm sorry. You guys had your chance. I'm sorry. Guys, I talked about how we're the last generation to be able to save it. You know, once we get to Gen Z, we're screwed. Even like half of the millennials are idiots. So we are definitely the last generation that can help save this.
That's
so
a
hey,
staggering amount.
Let's get up off our butts and do it. Because you see these polls with Gen Z and it's even crazier than this.
Yeah,
I
we're
am
doomed.
mildly worried about our future.
No, but this is why we all need to start calling out our own and raising the kids right.
So the mega corpos didn't do a lot of the pandering. What I've gathered so far was it is video game studios and the government. They are the ones still pushing all of the pride stuff, especially the government, which was a little weird. They've definitely been hiding stuff. A lot of them didn't even change it at all. Let's see. And then I kind of need some more evidence on some of the stuff. We got, speaking of Archcast, so Bethesda didn't change theirs. Blizzard didn't. Google, Xbox. A lot of people thought that they were going to be doing it today because we're like, I can't believe they didn't do it June 1st. So then everyone was like, it's the weekend. But we're here. And they're queer, but they're not changing their profile pics. So, hail Sonia.
So speaking of here but not queer, shout out. Well,
we have the love list, ladies. So, I got one. I must not have clicked on it. Right. We'll talk about that. No.
I'm going to get that hair.
So, they had one where it was, you know, in the Middle East, they don't change it and stuff. But I swear it had to have been old because I was looking at it and it wasn't like that. So either they changed it for a day and changed it back, or
the Middle East, they paint their rooftops rainbow colored.
Yeah, I got the yes. So they usually they would do like the whole background, like Rocksteady, like I put in the thumbnail. They went all out. That's what they normally did. But this year, a lot of them are doing normal background, and then the logo, they don't make full on pride flag. They kind of just have like a multicolored hue, like I'd use for like a thumbnail background or something. Like one of them I looked at and I was like, I don't even think they changed it, but it ended up on one of these lists of And I was like, oh, well, yeah, I guess it's kind of pride. So even the ones who are doing it, they've like really toned it back. Except for Rocksteady, who just wants to quadruple down on all of their failures. Does this make you want to come back for the Mrs. Freeze Badger?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's got a higher player base than some other ones out right now. But yeah, no, under 500, I think. It's like, what, 200 or 300 people? And I'm certainly not playing Halo Infinite.
Yeah, and like I said, all the ones I found were video games and the government. Just really shows we really did beat wokeness in a lot of ways in Hollywood, and now our fight has moved to video games. I think after video games, it's going to move into like anime and manga.
Move into everywhere. Like a spilled liquid, it'll go into every fucking crevice it can.
So they dropped this, but some people had said, I thought some had said Halo had changed theirs, but they might have just been talking about this, but theirs isn't rainbow. Microsoft wasn't rainbow. Like all the ones you would expect, they didn't go rainbow. I meant to look. I'll see if like Target and Walmart, I don't even think they did. I think we might have won, which kind of sucks. I was really hoping to grift off of mega corpos destroying themselves. Like, what the fuck, guys? It's like they don't even care. Yeah, Walmart.
Fucking
It's all
facts.
good.
Hey, look, water cheese.
Target. It's all
Son
good.
of a bitch. That's why he put queso. He did a water cheese.
Oh, here's
joke.
one. I thought Starbucks. That would be a really good one. Oh my god, dude, Starbucks. Even Starbucks hasn't changed it. They're the ones who would fly the progress pride flag in their freaking windows.
I don't
like,
need
pay for sex changes and stuff.
Space Rebel. I can force scissor with you, and we can immaculately have a space baby now. I could just hold on. I'm focusing. Hold on.
Here's
Give me 38 seconds. Give
Here's
me
my
38
impression
seconds.
of oh, my whole thing is frozen now. Awesome. I was gonna do my impression of Space Rebel having to fight you off, but apparently I can't do that.
No, I'm like Kylo. I can just go through his brain and Star Wars grapies. Yeah, you can get all my power just like Rey.
I'm back. And here's my impression of Space Rebel trying to defend his booty hole from you. Pride!
Never leave again.
Pride sucks! Pride sucks! There is good and evil. And you upset with the buttholes, you're the evil one.
What'd you say? You said price? Are you fucking stupid?
Pride
Are you
sucks.
fucking
I said
stupid
it.
coming to my show calling fucking pride dumb?
Still though, I love her energy. I wish we had her on our side.
Because that guy is fucking stupid. Why would you go to an Adele concert and say pride sucks? I agree. It fucking sucks. But don't say that there.
Now, if you went into a Call of Duty match, though, and a bunch of people were rocking their asexual... Oh, I must have clicked out of it. Damn it. I'll have to find it again. Wait, do you have it, Badge?
Which one did you... Oh, the...
Call of Duty skins.
Yeah, I can get it. I can get it.
I missed
because
it.
This is for the... Yeah, this is... We checked to make sure. Okay. So there's a couple of them. Call
of Duty... Occasionally, you want to take a quick break from your weed leaf skins to have your asexual skin. And I read some comments, and people were like, I actually kind of low key like the skins, but there's no way I'd ever use it. They would tear me apart. Which, yes, they should.
Yeah, we are proficial. That is both professional and official. We're proficial. Yeah. Probably not the best idea to add this, what with the advent of multiple trans shooters at places of education of youth. Yep. Fine, rainbow flag. Tactically, I wouldn't advise you put your kit like this out in the field. Might unintentionally draw some attention, which you don't want in a battlefield.
Let's test your knowledge. No, go back up. Can you tell me which one the asexual is?
I thought you were going to ask.
Do you know your flags?
Oh, the asexual. Yeah, it's it's this one, right? Isn't it or is that pansexual? I think it's this one.
If I'm
yellow, purple.
Wait, you might be right. I thought it was the one below it, though. Fuck, I think we might have just done a bigotry on accident.
Yeah, well, I try to do it on purpose all the time. Okay, this is the big one that was like, Jesus fucking Christ, maybe don't put the trans bullets.
Bigotry.
Maybe don't put the trans bullets. American flag, sure. That's how you win the next war. But this? No.
What was weird? Because I demanded proof because I saw the video that they put out to celebrate it. And the bullets in that weren't a different color. So I was like, I think this might be fake news. But then no, it turns out it is. So I'm like, is it only the trans ones that turn in bullets? Oh
there's a couple, and it apparently lets you choose. Yeah, so you can see that it's both. By the way, fun fact, a lot of that rainbow community, not big fans of the powder blue, pink, and white community. It's when one group says the other group is on a spectrum, and the other group says no, we're born this way. It gets a little squirrely. Either way, maybe don't put
I'm
trans flags on
non-binary.
your bullets. Yeah, well, it's just it's weird. It's weird. Weird.
I'm trying,
weird.
Ryan. I'm trying, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm afraid to show my face.
Yeah.
Everything
Coming for him.
Like I've worked so hard and I finally achieved everything I wanted and I was set to just like kick some ass, and then my internet decided to try to ruin every last bit of it.
The
but
devil,
you all-
Erwin,
thanks
comes
to you
after
all.
you when you're at your highest moment. And the devil's coming for you. We got to shield this man. We're going to have a power of protection. Don't make me go Jeremy Olstein on you. He'll get mad at me, though. I'm not allowed to. Badger Olstein.
I'll
Probably
sue you for
copyright.
copyright.
I say he'll probably sue me for. I'm going to have to lease it out, pay him 10% of any Badger Olstein super chat. That's how it works. When you come up with a gimmick, that's how it works. Don't worry. Erwin will be back. What was the last one? You want to keep talking about this? You want to talk about God Gojira? Because I finished it.
I tried this blueprint. I haven't been able to shoot straight. Operator skin. I think we might need to go a little faster. Did you die or stay fabulous?
Demonetize, yeah.
So it's video games, and it was the government. It's the Navy. Who would have thought? But yes, Navy SEALs, of course. Department of Education. They are coming for your kids. Then we have what we like to discuss, the Gays for Palestine crowd. Well, they did this hilarious thing where they kind of met. Oh, whoops, that's really loud. So they had this little run-in, and this guy looks like a real character.
In the Navy.
It's definitely the sort of woke on woke violence you want to see.
Yeah. And then they went up and they settled it like non-binary guys and pals up on the roof.
Hamas announces Pride Month kickoff party on roof of very tall hotel, reported by the Babylon Bee.
Say, you son of a bitch, you had me for the first part. Yeah.
Yeah, who's
Well,
gonna tell them, guys? Who's gonna tell them? And then, of
Did
course,
they not know? That's the thing. Is like, don't they know?
gay weather. It's all the gays causing climate change. I knew it. That and well, we don't want to talk about the other group controlling the weather, turning it gay. Doctor
Metal
Who.
Workers,
I almost
the
don't
Metal
even want to
Workers
talk about
Association of America, and we know it's you.
it. Yeah, the hard hats. Yes, Godshira -1. Badger gave it a 5 out of 10. Can you believe him?
Yeah,
5.
no, I was gonna try and trigger you and say I didn't like it. Yeah, I liked it. I'm not gonna say the like or love for it was overblown. It was totally good. That being said, boy, that was like dangerously close to just not even being a Godzilla movie. You really could have switched out Godzilla with an alien invasion. Any fucking monster, really. It was it was his story, his like PTS fucking. I would be surprised if people were like, "Oh, Godzilla's not even real. He's imagining all that." He's in
Oh
a
my
fucking,
God.
you know what I'm saying? Like he's in a fucking.
Yes.
But either way, great performances. Not a wasted character. Godzilla looked. I like that they made him like just not a force of nature, whatever. No, he's a fucking mutated. Whatever, like iguana or whatever, just want to fuck shit up. That's just angry at everything. Like that he was able to be hurt. Yeah, music was done well. Again, that you could do all of that with the budget that they had. And yeah, his performance. Yeah, and even though the ending was ruined for me, you can see the moment where it was like he whispered and I was like, oh, he just told them about the
No, don't, no, Jesus Christ, Badger, shut up.
Now, but everyone's seen it already. I'm the last fucking
No,
to not see it.
it just came on Netflix, and we're still trying to convince people to watch it.
Yeah, I think everyone's seen it. Yeah, what else? Sequel, you think?
Oh no,
No?
I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
It does make me want to watch
you
Shin
should watch
Godzilla,
it.
though.
You should watch it. It's worth it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it was one of those.
Even if you don't think it's 10 out of 10, you're gonna at least probably think it's 7+.
I forgot that I was watching a Godzilla movie, like because I was just focused on him and his human story and all that. I was like, oh yeah, There's a fucking Godzilla movie in this, and then it goes more into it. Yeah, totally worth watch. Totally good.
The American Godzilla, we're like, get the humans the fuck out of here. We just want to see giant monsters go purr. And here we're like, oh wow, I'm cool with the people.
His heat ray, his radiation heat ray is sick. The way it charges up, the tail pops out, and it looks like a mushroom. Yeah, I liked all of that. Yeah, I liked all of that, and I liked how he wasn't like super smart, like Godzilla versus Godzilla, like the one from the MonsterVerse. Like he's able to be distracted by a plane. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, a sweet plane that has extra wings on it.
Oh yeah,
similar to how dragons have extra wings,
reverse propellers and shit. Yeah, like the rear propellers.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Bad Boys when it has the front of the Porsche like trunk opens up and he's got all his gun stuff in there.
Are you looking forward to watching the new Bad Boys?
Honestly, I'm kind of fingers crossed on that one. I'm about as excited for it as I was for Furiosa. So, Godzilla -1, man. Okay, Doctor Who. I will just touch on Doctor Who. We'll go a smidge late today so I can get my Bad Boys review in. So, I was confused. I somehow, for some reason, watched the most recent Doctor Who, and it was bad. They tried to go full-on Black Mirror and did the whole social media bubbles that were, you guessed it, literal fucking bubbles around their heads. And I had noticed all the messaging about how basically the algorithm was leading them astray down all these rabbit holes. And the whole thing was like they were rich kids. And that's all I had noticed. But apparently, because I'm not racist enough, like all the crazy leftists are, I didn't see the underlying theme of, oh, it wasn't just some dumb, naive, like rich girl in a bubble. It was that they were all white. I didn't even realize that everyone was white but Shooty Gatwa, and that they were all actually secretly racist against the Doctor for being black. And that is why they wouldn't accept his help at the end, because they were racist. Because I was falling asleep, as I said, and I had to rewind because the ending made so little sense to me. And it turns out the reason it didn't make sense to me is because I wasn't realizing that they were doing some racism crap. But Russell T Davies comes out and says, oh yeah, that's what it was. It was a bunch of racism stuff. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. And then this whole thing is about how Lindy, the main character, how she's the worst villain in Doctor Who because she's racist, when she was just some dumb, like, rich kid bimbo. And I thought me and Disprove both thought it was just a class thing, but no, apparently it was a whole race thing. And
a male presenting YouTuber would never be able to understand.
Yeah, by refusing the Doctor due to racism, Lindy seals her fate in the demise of all of Fine Time society. Like, they're blaming certain things. I don't even understand how they're blaming it on her racism. The one guy dies just because she's bad. So I thought this was a chick pretending to be a dude. Like you can literally see the boobs, but it's actually a dude. And then I looked him up, and he's actually like just a normal, good-looking dude. And what I thought were boobs is actually pecs because he's in shape and stuff. So he's a bit of a pretty boy, but like he's manly enough. So they actively tried to make him look like, because there, like I said, there are a bunch of like non-binary. Like in the first 30 seconds, you see a dude in makeup and like a pearl necklace, Shurigatwa style.
Moment.
They definitely. Oh, great. Now, okay. Hey, hey, fine. You guys are gonna have to all enjoy my stop motion. So I thought it was really bad. I gave it a 3. I'm changing it down to a 1 now. Badger, you got to come save me from my crappy internet. And honestly, I didn't get mentioned this. The worst crime of them all, Millie Gibson. She has some serious acting talents attached to her chest, like Sydney Sweeney level acting talents. And they will not wet them out. In this one, they literally have her in a sweater. They got these massive talents with Millie Gibson, and they put it behind a freaking sweater.
And you enjoy it while it lasts, and she's gone after this season. That is a Green Lantern mask, but it looks like shit, so I just put it up, and now it looks like a Geeks and Gamers. Do you know what this is? I want to make sure I don't dox myself. You know what this package is?
Is that your Darth Revan spoiler?
It is. No, because that's not out yet. It is my Jedi costume for the Acolyte review.
Jedi? You're actually going to wear You're finally going to wear costumes?
I'm going to be whipping out the Jedi, the robe and everything for this review.
Padawan becomes the master. Which will be... So our next 2 streams are on Badger's channel. So tomorrow will be us dreading seeing it because it comes out after that.
Yes.
And then Wednesday
will be, you're gonna fucking see me melt down. I'm afraid Wednesday. Actually, I don't know, because really I think the first two are gonna be non-offensive. And then the third one, so like the following week, that's gonna start getting, and then the fourth episode is apparently the one where holy shit, if that's true.
So what confused me at the end is they talked about contaminate. They were like on bubbles and stuff. So I thought that's what they meant, but apparently it was racism. And despite that, the doctor is still desperate to save her. I talked about his horrendous acting, which seeing it again is even worse. Like it's a 1 out of 10 now. He like cries and rages out because he can't convince these evil racists to like let him help them. And apparently he literally cries in every episode that he's in. And it was such bad acting. I didn't understand why he was acting like that. And it was because apparently racism. And then they say Lindy quickly became one of Doctor Who's greatest villains. So not people like trying to like destroy time or whole planets or take things over. Not Daleks and stuff like that. No, just a random dumb young white girl who is slightly racist because she's in her bubble. That is the greatest of Doctor Who villains.
Yeah, they should recast her as the Indian woman. Oh wait,
and we never once are going to get to see her bobs in the process. It's really
that's
sad.
The real fucking tragedy. Same with that chick that was in Rings of Power that left to go home to Iran for Gay Pride Month because they needed extra hands. Yeah,
Bly, sorry,
no
bro.
boobas.
Sorry, but yeah, as I mentioned the episode before this. He was in it for like 2 minutes, and then this one he was in it for like 5 minutes. It's pretty embarrassing. I assume they'll get a second season. I can't see it going beyond that. All right, Bad Boys. Did you have anything else you want to talk about? I don't see anything. Right, Bad Boys time.
What's on first? Who's on second? Never mind. Bad Boys, like the original, actual, factual first one, or you're gonna go watch the sequel? And there's
I watched Bad Boys.
Oh, the first one, yeah.
You were all incredibly
100%.
generous and bribed me into doing it.
Good, I'm making sure.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. I'm working on it. You guys did this to me. So I watched Bad Boys because I'm going to see it this week because I have an unlimited pass.
Yeah, I think all you need to see is the first one. Yeah, so...
Oh, really? My buddy was saying he actually preferred Bad Boys too.
I prefer the first one over the second one.
All right, I'm telling him you said that.
Yeah, you can't. I'm not saying he's an asshole and he's wrong. I'm just saying I would definitely prefer the first one over the second one. I think I should probably watch the second one again.
Immediately when they are driving in the car, you already see like their personalities and their relationship. You immediately like them. Quote, married means you sleep together, but you can't get none. And yeah, it calls a Porsche shiny dick with 2 seats in it with your balls dragging behind it.
Yeah.
And so you immediately get like, oh, he's rich boy. Other guy is not so much. And
I love the dynamic because, again, Rat and I wanted to be cops when we were kids. It was like the one, he wanted to be a cop. Everyone thinks he's just playing cop because he's rich. Yeah.
No, character development.
The one I love
comedy
most,
thrown in.
And I say it all the time, is like whenever we're arguing or arguing and fighting.
I was wondering what that was.
Whenever we're fighting or anything, it's like,
smooth.
yeah, then what? You just be 2 bitches in. I'll take us off this cliff right now. We'll be 2 bitches in the sea. So good. I wonder if like who wrote that, or it must have been a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, because a lot of
Ad-libs.
these newer things I watch, I dislike the characters so much I am actively rooting against them. Yeah. Whereas back in the day, these good movies and shows, like they made you immediately like the characters. They're eating with his breakfast with his family, and my comment was too many good black people. Gonna have to take a couple points off of that.
Remember, we didn't used to have that at all. Cops and good family unit with
Ryan, I'll do it for you. But as soon as I see that thing go down to 1 bar, I'm stopping. It's so frustrating. All I do is stare at it's already down to 1 bar. All right. Here we go. I'm freezing up for you guys. You happy now, Ryan? All right. So Karen Cop walks in. So of course, all the 80s and 90s movies are super diverse, and the diversest of them all are all like the cop ones, and a lot of the grades were cop ones. So being in the city and whatnot, also a great time to, have diversity. It makes sense. And not only do we get the racial diversity, Karen cop walks in with a literal Karen, blonde Karen haircut with a Karen mullet, like super Karen, like Super Saiyan level Karen walks in. And she's like barely in it. They just kind of use her to, you know, oh, internal affairs is looking into you. But it's perfect. That's a perfect one to get a little diversity in there. Yo mama jokes. They start telling yo mama jokes. Like this, it's so endearing. Like you immediately like them. All the humor just really makes it, it gives it that extra impact.
Mm-hmm.
Like I laughed a lot. I was a little disappointed with Blazing Saddles, and I was a little concerned I might have lost my humor, but I really enjoyed Bad Boys' humor.
Well, thank the gods for that.
And he goes to the boxing place, and Moxie is there, a literally strong black woman, absolutely jacked. I'm not necessarily particularly into black chicks. She 100% is on the to-do list. Oh my God, she was so hot. Oh my God. Let's see.
Smoking.
Quote, we were wondering if we could borrow some brown sugar when they're sneaking into the house where it ends up being the dead guy. And
We were wondering if we could borrow some brown sugar. Don't be alarmed. We're Negroes. I love that.
I was gonna say there's actually an even better quote I wasn't gonna write down, but thankfully you took care of that, Badger.
It's the way he gets me every fucking time. Brown sugar.
And that's what interested me in the trailer for the new Bad Boys is the like albino alligator or whatever.
Same, like I love that shit. That's what it used to be. By the way, that's what race relations used to be. That's the race relations I grew up with. That was the level of animus. It's a fucking joke of don't be alarmed, we're Negroes and some brown sugar with like a stare. That was it. And then they revisionist history.
Comedy was like 80% like racial jokes.
Yes, we knew how to fucking laugh at ourselves because we were united in the country, but then they destroyed that, made us hate that, and now we all hate each other for everything. We don't. I'm colloquial, but yeah.
And Subversion, Will Smith isn't a black boy from the streets. He's actually a trust fund baby.
Yes.
Playing cop. Depth, complexity in a comedy, a Michael Bay comedy. Turns out, like, it just takes a little bit of talent, and they can make it pretty good. Quote, I love you. Also, quote, fuck you, Marcus. Then at the end, he finally says he loves him back. And, so, you know, here, we're fine with bros getting a little gay, so I like that. Yes. Hashtag justice for hot black chick. What a shame. Martin Lawrence has to do the Will Smith impression, even though she doesn't know the Will Smith character. Mike
Lowry.
Yeah, but that was pretty good. I was not expecting that to go on like the whole movie, though.
Yeah, I know.
And a list of things that, like from 80s and 90s movies, we need more of. Lava lamps. Couldn't believe Michael Bay didn't shoot the lava lamp out. Like, bro. Captain with cigars shooting hoops like in the police gym is so good. And
Joe Pantoliano, obviously.
Yeah, he misses it so bad. And he's like, I was draining them before you got here. Yeah, it was bugging me. I was like, where do I know this guy from? Memento is where I knew him from.
Well, and he's Cypher in The Matrix.
Yes. Yeah, which I had just learned. Oh my God. Wait, Dragonstorm? Is that the one you watched? About Dragon? Wait, what's Dragonstorm, Tomac? Also for this one, thank you, Clinton. We're also going to add hackers to the I gotta watch list. And Dragonstorm, someone trolled me the other day, and I think they were trying to get me to watch Power Rangers. So let's see if that's what Tomac's currently doing.
He says, or The Last Dragon. So Dragonstorm or The Last Dragon.
I'm seeing a bunch of children's book for Dragonstorm so far. Send me the link, homie. TV movie, I'm seeing a 4 out of 10 on IMDb. How about Reign of Fire? Homies want me to watch Reign of Fire. I will happily watch anything you want, but Dragonstorm? I see it's also a Magic the Gathering card. I could get it for $2.91 if I wanted to.
Yeah, Jesus.
Did you ever play any trading card games?
Oh, Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are still in that age range.
Yeah. No, I was like the president of the Pokemon club at my school, I think.
Oh, really? Nice. Is this what we're talking about, Tomac? From 2004. Looks high quality. I'm looking forward to it.
It is known that Reign of Fire is fucking one of the
Yeah, that's the one we've discussed. Yeah, that's the one I'll probably watch with my
Post-apocalyptic
buddy.
and dragons. So it's a very specific movie category.
Yeah, I will probably be forcing my buddy to watch this because yeah, dragons.
Did you
Hey,
get
the dragon
to
doesn't look too bad.
one of the best parts of the movie is when they go to the liquor store at the
lamps?
end? Fruity,
okay.
the fruity bubblicious.
Yeah, well, yes, of course.
Okay, making
I'm
sure.
getting there. I'm getting there. So they've got the chick there, and of course, at his apartment, and there's all the pictures of him, and he's pretending to be him. So
Yeah.
she says, "I thought they were pictures of your lover," and then the whole him having to be like, "I ain't gay, I ain't gay, no homo."
Yeah.
So good, so good. Back when we were allowed to make jokes like that.
Just progressive enough where it would have been acceptable, but also where he had to deny it. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Quote, "There's something wrong with you. You should get yourself checked out." I don't even know I don't know what that was. Marcus wears his silk shirt, so Mike pretends like he's sweet talking his wife. What are you wearing? And then like them getting along really well, of course, was great since she wasn't being very nice to Marcus.
I like when she criticizes him about like what he's eating. He goes, what about the pickle? Can I eat the pickle? She's like, well, there's a lot of salt in the pickle.
Yeah,
It fucking
dips
dunks
it
it
in.
off in the soda. How about now? Can I eat it now?
Yeah, and I would say she was a character I was rooting for to die. The only person I really wanted to make sure that lived was Chet the doorman.
Do you know whose wife that is or was?
She also bugged me. She wasn't in something I'd seen, but she is Madam Secretary. She's the
Yeah,
Madam President.
Tia Leone, and then she was married to David Duchovny for like a super long time.
Oh, yeah, that actually makes sense. I feel like she would work well in X-Files.
Wow.
So they go into a vampire / Matrix club. We need to bring more of that stuff back.
The
Or like
Hell Club or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, or like Blade, like nightclub style stuff.
Yeah.
More
That's
of
all
that.
you have to do.
And butt. You just big old butt dancing like right in front of you.
The
Thank you,
fish
Michael
tank.
Bay.
The fish tank between the bathrooms.
Vampire Club
Sorta weird.
hyphen butt hyphen aquarium breaking. Yes, things we do need more of. Aquarium breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Bay ether barrel car explosion. They had more red explodable barrels laying around than a Call of Duty campaign.
I love it.
I do as well, and Michael Bay, credit to you on that one. And some Skittles.
Yeah,
See, I put it on there.
That's fruity bubblicious.
So why the hell is Julie, the person they're supposed to be protecting them, on the stakeout with them? That was a little too like, well, we need her with. Oh my god, like put her somewhere they can't get her. And how dare you keep her in that apartment? Chet the doorman's gonna die. Thankfully, he lived. I kept calling. As soon as I saw Chet the doorman, I'm like, he's gonna die. And every time we saw him afterwards, I'm like, Chet's gonna die. And then they walk in that front door, and I'm like, oh my god, Chet's gonna die. And then no, it turns out the main character, the real protagonist, Chet the doorman, lives.
The bartender always lives. I mean, the doorman always lives. Yeah.
So Will Smith starts chasing, like a long running scene with his unbuttoned shirt, to where it's flapping so much where I'm like, bro, just take your shirt off or button
You know what it is?
It was clearly for the ladies. It was clearly
slow motion on top of a car. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They were definitely doing some fan service for the ladies. But as we've discussed, we got that really good butt shot in the nightclub. So I can live with some Will Smith chest. All out. But just take the shirt off. I get it looks good blowing in the wind. Take it off, bro. Like, come on. All right. Sorry. Will Smith's unbuttoned shirt got me all worked up. Wheelchair basketball people. Oh, and that chase scene?
Shirt off. It's a whole nother thing.
There are wheelchair basketball players, and the first one is black with no legs. So they managed to get like the joke used to be in the 90s when you were talking about the diversity is, oh, was there an Asian kid in a wheelchair in it? They literally had the basketball players in a wheelchair, and the main one up front was a black guy who got ran into. Weird. Turns out we had this diversity and equity thing figured out pretty well back in the day.
Yeah.
But you can't make money off of the race grift if we're all getting along. And then Captain Karen comes in and shuts them down. Speaking of, Guns and gear in the front truck of the Porsche was pretty sweet. More exploding barrels than a COD campaign. Like, why is this bro keeping all... I get the ether as part of, like, he's got to use it to cut the heroin or whatever. But, like, everywhere he's hanging out, at the hangar, he's just got barrels and barrels of ether hanging out right next to the giant propane tanks and stuff. Like come on, bro.
Michael Bay finds a way.
I mean, I'm not arguing with the result. I really enjoyed that final explosion. Oh my God, was it a good one? Quote, you always get emotional after a gunfight. And then he all tells him he loves him and stuff. And it's adorable.
Dude, the one we've used 1 billion times, especially playing Grand Theft Auto throughout the years when you do something really cool. It's like, where you learn to drive like that? From now on, that's how you drive. It's just like, that instant. I love that
slow
joke.
Driving stuff, and
yes.
like it was a callback. They did a bunch of good callbacks. That weren't just jokes. They're also like character growth and stuff.
He's like, I'm gonna go home, sleep with my wife. You ain't gonna do shit. You got shot in your leg. Your dick don't work. Again, whoever wrote those dialogue, like, I refuse to believe that was Michael Bay.
Too good?
Too good. Yeah.
Understandable. Thank you so much for that, Hundy. I'm looking forward to watching Dragons.
Hates you. You gotta leave. Your internet's gonna kill you.
Yeah, I know. If I don't kill it first.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to do. Ski.
Carry the stream.
Please send super chats care of his apartment building.
Already did.
No, I mean, we gotta get the apartment building with the managers. Jesus Christ! Apparently, we need to go in there and redo your FiOS lines.
Yeah, I'm thinking about just burning them all down personally. Allegedly, I mean.
Jive talking cops.
Badger, what you got going on?
A video that just came out. Check it out. You'll see what it is. It's a surprise. It's a surprise.
You won't tell me?
No.
It's literally, I got an amazing set. Thanks to all of you. I've got this great setup. I was ready to stream. Everything was perfect. All the stars had aligned. The only thing that could screw it all up was my internet deciding to stop working after 3.5 years. But all of you guys took very good care of me last month. So as soon as I get that paycheck, because sadly, a week before then, I got to give the government a bunch of money that they totally earned. I somehow, I don't know. But yeah, so sadly, I can't get it quite yet. I got to give the government their money or else they will put me in prison or shoot me. So
I will tell you what it's about.
Hopefully, I'll be able to be on camera again. That would be really
honestly,
cool.
I'm hoping that it just goes back to fixing itself because it came out of nowhere and I hope it goes away from nowhere.
I'm going to fix it with a hammer.
No, the last video that just came out is actually, and I remember this because Abubakar Salim. Do you remember Abubakar Salim? It's just fun to say his name. He was the voice actor.
What'd you just call my mama?
Abubakar. He was the voice actor for Bayek in Assassin's Creed Origins, and he was father in Raised by Wolves. He was the one that did that Tales of Kinzara Zhao, the black tribal game that we keep telling them, go make your own games. What he did, unfortunately, he made a mistake that he might not have known at the time, as he had Sweet Baby Inc. involved with it, and that's all it took. Just that association, even though this is the type of game where you would want a Sweet Baby Inc. If any game, like, sure, go do that one. But yeah, so the news story is he's highly discounting it and just basically blaming all of us for being. I get his point because it's sort of, I feel bad since we always tell them to stop fucking up mainstream games and go make your own, and then he did, and we still shit on him. But it's like, yeah, but you had Sweet Baby Inc. Someone needs to tell him. It was like, you need to not do it like with that DEI corruption. Just do it on your own. Fuck. What did you need Sweet Baby Inc. to tell you about your black tribal fictional game that you yourself were making up? You're blacker than most of the people at Sweet Baby Inc., bro. Just make the game yourself.
Normally you just like you're too white, so that's why you get Sweet Baby Inc.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
he's
darker than all of them.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe that is he himself is either way. Yeah,
that would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So
because they do more than just DEI shit.
Well, and then it goes down to the ultimate tale of we're right back where we were, and that's no one gives a shit about this to begin with. That's why they were indie games. Sorry. Your African tribal, that's a fair point, Ryan. Your African tribal game was never going to be mainstream, no matter who consulted and no matter how you marketed it. Sorry.
Yeah, have you considered putting white people in it?
Have you considered having 2 white Jewish men make it and call it Black Panther, and then make up a bunch of African history, and then people would give a shit because you said it had special space magic? Like, literally, that's the only time people care about Black tribal shit, is if it's a Black Panther and Wakanda related under the guise of Marvel. Other than that, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Rocksteady in their Twitter bio has hashtag Pride and hashtag BLM. Rocksteady's so bad they still got the BLM bio.
Still buying large mansions even after they fucked off. That's
Future boy.
Impressive. 5 for future. I'm gonna make a game based on Kenyan culture. I have a swell idea. I'll hire Canadians to consult, and I hope that your main character in Kenyan culture is an Asian man. Hope it's a Japanese man in your Kenyan culture.
God.
Obviously, right? Yes. Joke's on you. Thought we wouldn't switch it up, but we did. Black Panther and Storm were awesome, and Hickman.
Does a magical Caucasian come swoop in and save the day for him?
They get married at one point. Oh no! And now in the new one, right? Black Panther is now married to Okoye.
I walked by the Ultimate Black Panther comic at the comic book shop, and I think every time I've laughed when I've looked at all the covers.
Yeah. I don't care what they tell you
how
in school.
many are there.
I don't care what they tell you in school, Erwin. Cleopatra was black.
Speaking of, I found at the used bookstore I go to, they have above all the floppies, they got like a little bit of glass that they'll put some, some of the pricier ones behind.
I hide my floppy.
So for whatever Juneteenth or whatever Black History Month, it'll be like, all the DC Pride. Well, no, not what do they call that? I think it was Pride, but they just used an African flag.
Yeah.
But they put all that stuff in there. So I was like, well, they're going to put the gay stuff in. So, well, I may have sent this to Badger. I'm going to whip it out. First thing I saw.
Dox yourself, yeah.
First thing I saw was gay comics. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. And then right next to it was super gay comics. I feel like we're making a joke here.
I feel so seen. Look at the mullets. Look at the fabulous hair.
Can't get any sooner. Yeah, so you can see down here is a male and female. So you got the trans symbol down here. This you can't see very well because of the glare. It says the queerest heroes of all.
Oh.
And it's only 40 pages, but you can get it for the low price of $25.
Jesus.
They have some other Pride stuff, and I see it there. It's like
look, it's Chris Evans as Captain America. Oh, I can't wait.
I see gay comics. I'm like, that's so funny. And right next to it is super gay comics.
Are the gay comics with you now, Erwin?
Yes. I'm just kidding. This isn't at the used bookstore. This is actually right behind me.
I saw this guy that's schizophrenic, and he has a dog. And every time he sees something fake, he can ask his dog if it's real. And if the dog says no, so it's like, look, gay pride flags. And the dog's like, no, there's no flags there. You're good. You
ever seen about Wilfred?
No, it's a real dude. Like if he sees, he said he has a TikTok and he's like, I'm being or a shorts, whatever. I'm being talked to right now by hallucination, and you can ask the dog like greet. If he says greet and the dog doesn't greet it, it's like, oh, it's not fucking real. Animal, truly man's best friend.
It's like when you're dreaming and you realize you're dreaming, you could like check your phone or like anything with numbers or like a clock because it never works out. Yeah, I did that once, and then the numbers worked for the first time ever. I'm like, oh, I'm not dreaming, and then I went back to sleep in my dream. The human mind is weird.
Yeah, that's it's one of my favorite Batman.
ABF,
ones.
I would definitely keep that bagged and boarded. I would not read that. Unlike the Badger comic, that was very high tea.
Put a black light over that, look like a Jackson Pollock painting. They might steal your. Yeah, you never know.
All right, Badger, we went too long. Right. So my time is up with streaming, and now we have to go to Badger's channel starting tomorrow, but in particular Wednesday, where please, whatever you do, help us survive the Acolyte. We need super chats. We need all the gifties, anything to help us get through. Anything.
So the next 2 days, same time. 3 PST, 6 God's time Eastern. My channel. There it is right there. You know what it is. Thank you, Nagranol. Thank you, all the mods. Thank you, all of you. When are you going to make a group channel?
We're going to scissor? We already got a joint bank account. Holy
he
crap!
snuck it in.
Oh my god! And he moonwalks out. Let's see how long my internet. There we go. Moonwalk. Oh, let's see, my internet's slightly working. Did you guys actually see? No, it's broken again. It's fucking broken. I used the monitor account. There, ABF.
ABF made my mom scream his name, and I don't like that.
Seriously, thank you guys for all the support. Like I started off saying this was your guys' channel. I mean it, and like literally now, you guys are going to be the only reason I have working internet, assuming it even works. I'm not super. I don't know if the 5G hotspot's going to work. I'm pretty down in the dumps. But thanks to you guys, you're literally keeping the channel going. It means so freaking
right
much
here
to
in the
me.
heart.
It really does. It doesn't make any sense. It blows my mind. I literally do feel blessed. And we will be seeing you tomorrow when we dread watching the Acolyte. Oh my God, please pray for us.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Oh!
Come on!
Oh!
Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that either.
Yay, stop motion. It's the best. Bye, Smiling Wave voice. Smiling Wave internet. I hate you so